So, I've been following this Ja Morant saga since February, when he got himself into some serious trouble. I mean, the guy gets suspended for playing with a gun, beating up a teenager, and even threatening the Indiana Pacers. Talk about a slam dunk of stupidity. It cost him 8 games and a whopping $1.5 million off his contract. I just can't wrap my head around it. Why would a kid from a middle-class family, with both parents around, turn into such a knucklehead? I mean, seriously, what's with his obsession for a gangster lifestyle? Is he trying to win the Dumbest Decision of the Year award? He's risking a $200 million contract, not to mention the $39 million bonus he just flushed down the toilet. And let's not forget about those sweet endorsements from Nike and Powerade. Why would he go to such great lengths to be something he's clearly not? Who is he trying to impress anyway? Is there some secret society of idiots he's trying to join? Who's motivating him to be this mind-numbingly stupid? I mean, I've pondered this question for months, and it drove me crazy. But then, out of the blue, I stumbled upon the answer. And guess who provided it? Skip Bayless, of all people. If you love NBA-related content on YouTube, be sure to like this video, and subscribe to Hoop Craze for weekly videos. Now back to Skip. I know, most of us can't stand the guy. He's a natural contrarian, argues in bad faith, and is an all-around whiny man. But hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And on this issue, he hit it out of the park. Skip Bayless on Ja Morant said, "I've given it my all, and then some, to develop a deep love for this kid. I mean, who doesn't? Everyone recognizes his incredible talent on the basketball court. We've had our fair share of debates leading up to his draft. I said I liked him, but I had my doubts. I mean, come on. Zion is like a massive force of nature with his size. And let's not forget, I did have concerns about Ja's size and his ability to shoot those long-range threes. His first year, let's just say he had a rocky start when it came to shooting from downtown. But then, out of the blue, he must have stumbled into some secret basketball lab. I have no idea where it is, but it worked wonders for him. He showed me a whole lot of his dedication and discipline during the offseason. I mean, seriously, the guy transformed himself into the NBA's most improved player. It's like he waved a magic basketball wand and poof, he became a force to be reckoned with. Oh boy, where do I even begin with all these incidents? It's like a never-ending saga of jaw-dropping moments. I mean, after turning his game around by nailing those three-point shots in his second year, I was seriously impressed. But then, the incident happened. Or should I say, incidents. Oh, let's dive right into it because we can't ignore the elephant in the room. The Washington Post did some serious digging and uncovered not just 1, 2, or 3 incidents, but a whopping 5 of them. Talk about a full court press on exposing the truth. And let me tell you, the impact of these incidents wasn't just eye-opening, it was downright frightening. Okay, let's rewind and take a closer look at these incidents. Firstly, let's unravel the wild tale of Ja's verbal altercation with Guyvan Busby, a 22-year-old employee at a Memphis shoe store. It all went down on July 22, 2022, when Busby apparently didn't have the shoe that Ja's mother was looking for. Frustration started boiling, and things took a dramatic turn. Ja, allegedly fueled by disappointment, followed Busby to an off-limits area of the store and unleashed a verbal threat, stating he would eagerly wait for Busby to finish his shift. Talk about taking customer complaints to a whole new level. When Busby decided to file a report, the Memphis police seemed a bit confused. They didn't identify Ja's mother, listing her as suspect number 1 unknown. And to add to the confusion, Ja himself wasn't even mentioned in the incident. It's like they were playing a game of hide and seek with the truth. Busby informed the police that the store had security footage capturing the alleged incident, but unfortunately, the police never bothered to follow up on it. Poor Busby felt like they simply brushed off his claims, leaving him with the lingering feeling that they thought he was spinning tall tales. "I just feel like they thought I was lying, basically," he shared with the Washington Post. In the midst of this roller coaster of shoe store drama, one thing's for sure, Ja Morant knows how to leave a lasting impression, even when it comes to searching for a pair of shoes. But wait, there's more. Let's move on to the volleyball game incident. Picture this. Ja's mom is watching his sister play at a local high school, and someone says something to his sister. Of course, mom immediately calls Ja, and like a superhero with questionable judgment, he swoops in with his entourage to police the situation. They even try to march up into the stands to confront confront the student who made the comment. A security guard tries to intervene, but one of them manages to slip through the cracks. And what do? They snatch the student's phone and smash it. Can you believe it? Charges were thankfully not pressed, but it's just going from bad to worse. Honestly, I have a real problem here. If these alleged incidents are true, Ja's mom really needs to stop putting him in harm's way. I mean, come on. She needs to realize that her son is not some enforcer. He's Ja Morant, an NBA player, a damn good one at that. Calling him every time there's a slight inconvenience is just asking for trouble. One day he's gonna mess with the wrong person on the wrong day, and a simple "sorry, it's a misunderstanding" isn't going to cut it. And trust me, if that happens, he'll be out of the game for a long time. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But seriously, Mom, stop putting him in these situations. Skip nailed it. According to him, Ja Morant falls in the category of a son husband. Now, for those unfamiliar with this term, it's when a son takes on the emotional role of a husband to his mother. Yep, you heard that right. It's like the mother imprints on her son, as if he were her knight in shining armor. It usually happens with single moms and their sons, but sometimes even when the mom is married, it's a questionable emotional bond, and in rare cases, it even crosses into the physical realm. Even though Ja's parents are happily married, he seems to be emotionally bonded to his mother, as if he were her provider and protector. It's like his mom's natural inclination is to call him when she faces a conflict instead of her husband. I mean, a mother's instinct should be to nurture and protect her child, not send him off to fight her battles like some champion or gladiator. That's a job for a husband, not a son. And here's where the plot thickens. Ja Morant is not just a son husband, but he's also playing the role of a pit bull or an attack dog. What does that mean? Well, it's all about proxy violence. Picture this. A woman calls a man to jump into a conflict she initiated, not to defend her, but to fight on her behalf. It's like she's using him as a weapon or an attack dog against another man. Talk about a bizarre way to put someone in check. Now, the most ridiculous part of it all is that Ja Morant, who was once on track for a billion-dollar career, is risking it all over some smart-mouthed kid at finish line in a high school volleyball game troll. I mean, seriously, is that worth putting his entire career and even his life on the line? This is the point where we question whether his mother genuinely loves him, because no loving mother would use her son as a weapon or jeopardize everything he's worked for just because she's mad. Ultimately, we must acknowledge that Ja is a grown man, even if he's been raised in this unconventional way. He should know better by now. But let's not forget to mention the role of his father in all of this. It's his wife. For goodness sake, he should have put a stop to this madness from the beginning. Yet the responsibility ultimately falls on Ja himself. Regardless of his upbringing, he should be able to rise above these circumstances. According to Dennis Sperling, black men are programmed from a young age to serve reprehensible women. It's like they're conditioned to do whatever the female authority figure in their life tells them to do without question. And it seems like Ja, despite having his father in the picture, may have fallen into the same trap. Ja's mother clearly holds the reins in the household, making her the head of the relationship. So, all this talk about him sitting down with his family to get his conduct under control, well, it's highly unlikely to solve anything because his family, especially his mother, is the root of the problem. For as long as he's tied to them, he will continue to struggle.